So what's new in our Model Planes database this year? Well, here are a few of the new features that have been added to the Model Planes database. You may have already noticed them because if you're working from the newest model, then you're probably seeing that the videos that you've been watching don't exactly match the home page. There are a couple of extra buttons, and I'm going to explain what those are and show you some of the new features in this video. So let's start with the first one, which I think is one of the coolest things, and that is the addition of a pie chart to our charts, preliminary pottery results. So you have a bar chart, which you can see right now, and we also have a pie chart. Here, let's take a look at the pie chart. We're just going to tap on the pie chart and notice what happened immediately. What happened was that it brought up another menu on the left side. And if you tap the Bronze Age or the Iron Age or the later period or the Islamic, you'll notice that the pie chart keeps changing. In addition to the pie chart, you also have different ways of looking at it. You have a detailed view, which is going to show you all of the periods represented, or a summary view, which summarizes a relationship. So let's tap the bar chart and look at it in more detail. So I've tapped the bar chart, and I'm going to take a look at the Iron Age, for example. So I've tapped on the Iron Age button on the left-hand side, and I'm going to tap on the details, and you'll notice in the details version that every period is represented for Iron Age. Iron Age 1, early Iron Age 1, late Iron Age 1, 2, and so on, all the way to late Iron Age 2/Persian. That's the detailed version. That means it's showing every period of the Iron Age represented on one bar chart. You can also tap the summary button, and when you see the summary, it shows you the Iron 1, and the Iron 2 and the late Iron 2/Persian as separate categories. Takes all the Iron 1s and put them together, and all the Iron 2s and puts them together. And we separated late Iron 2/Persian because there are some cultural differences that take place during that period. So we like to separate those. As you can see, there are only 3 bars here. All I have to do is tap the details, and I can see in a detail view what it looks like. Now this applies to the late period as well. Here is the detailed version of the late period, which notice that some things are not included. There's no Hellenistic, early Roman, or late Roman sherds. We also have a summary view, and what it will do is show us the Persian, the Hellenistic, the Roman, and the Byzantine sherds all together. When we look at our Islamic, we look at the detailed version, early Islamic, middle Islamic, late Islamic, Ottoman. But when we hit the summary version, it shows us the relationship between the Islamic and the Ottoman periods. So this is a great way of seeing the detail as well as the summary together. Now we can also see that again. Let's tap that pie chart, and now we can see that same relationship we spoke about a moment ago. If I tap the Islamic details, it gives us a detailed version of the percentage of sherds that have been found in that particular square. We can also look at individual loci by tapping locus 8, and we can see that looks like there were a total of 4 sherds that were found here, or 25% to each. Or we can tap on 10, and we can see that there is a let's go to another summary. Here's a Byzantine period summary. We can tap and see 6, is there any Byzantine? Or this one, we can see the relationships between them. Now, if we look at the detail version, that's for the pie chart. Now, another thing is that sometimes this is going to be kind of small. And it might look a little small, but you can enlarge it. And the way you enlarge it is up there where it says preliminary pottery results, just tap that little box with the arrow, and that means expand. And you notice that when it expanded, it made it really nice and big, so you can get a good view. This is particularly great when you have low light and you want to share this with your field supervisor or with the director of the project or the ceramicist, so they can get an idea. Oh, look at all these sherds. We now know what the percentages are. And that works as well if we look at the bar chart. I just tap the bar chart, and then I can hit that same button that expands it, and you can see how it spreads it out and makes it bigger, which makes it easier to see, particularly in low light. I mean, with a lot of light. So that is one of our newest features. But in addition to this, let's suppose that you want to see both the bar chart and you want to see the pie chart at the same time. Well, the way you do that is if you look on the left side, there are some dots at the bottom of the left side of your screen. One of them is currently highlighted in blue. If you put your finger in the white area and then you swipe twice, there you go. There's your pie chart. And so now you have the bar chart and the pie chart all working together. If I want to see a period, I'm just going to tap on the Islamic and notice that both charts changed at the same time. So you can keep track of the percentages as well as the actual number of shirts that were discovered by simply showing the pie chart on one side and the bar chart on the other. But you could do it the other way too. So here is the pie chart. I can swipe only once and there's the bar chart. Whichever you like. You can do whatever works best for you. Anyway, this is one of the cool new features that we've added to our home page this season. But it's not the only one. It's not just about charts, as cool as that may be. Another thing that you probably have, I hope that somebody has already shared this with you by now. If you haven't, what I want you to notice is that you can seek help, instructions on how to do this, how to do any feature that we have on this iPad database. And the way you do it is by tapping the Help Me button. Now we've covered this, or will cover this, in the Square Info section, but here we're going to just tap on it right now, and you're going to see now what's different than the one that you're going to see on the video is that this video includes not only the iPad guide and the dig manual, but there's also a tutorial button. Again, super cool new feature. Tap on the tutorials and notice what it's going to do. It's going to bring up the types of tutorials that you can view. Now you can only view these tutorials if you are connected to the internet. That is, if you are back at the hotel or wherever you stay where they have internet, or if you've got Wi-Fi connection to a cell hub or something like that where you can connect to the internet. Only then can you watch these videos. And the way you do it is you just tap on the button that says, say, login. And there you can see is a button for login. A home page. You click on the home page, you have home page part 1, home page part 2, and I may be adding another one that says update to the home page, because what we're looking at now is an update to the home page, new, and so on. So what happens when we tap on one of these? Notice I'm going to tap on it and immediately it's going to go to YouTube and it's going to pop up our YouTube videos. Now I hope that you have, before coming to the season, you were able to go and watch these videos in advance. But you can also watch them when you're back at the hotel or wherever you need to. You can sit down and watch these. But even better, if you're connected to a wireless hub that connects to a cell tower near you, then you can watch these while you're sitting on the tail. You just tap that button, hit the little arrow there, and it's going to start playing. We're going to stop it from playing too much because you're going to hear the music and everything. But here, you can see that the video has already started, and you'll be able to watch that video right in the comfort of your own hotel room. There's the music, or anywhere else where you can get Wi-Fi access. Now let's go back and take a closer look at the Square Info and Photos button.
There I am.
It's the yellow button in the upper left-hand corner that has sort of an eye with a circle, an information button. Now we've seen before that when we select this button, this is where the Square information is kept.
The home button takes you back to the home page. So these are two of the newest features that have been added to the Marble Plains database, and I hope that you're going to be able to use them and that it'll help you in trying to understand the data that you've collected or learn more about the iPad database so that you'll be able to put the most accurate information. So we'll have some new updates coming later, but here are the best